Namaste. My name is Nima Nene. Today I'm going to talk about a custom food that we're so used to. It's called Varun Bhatt. Anytime we come home from a trip or we've been eating out too many times and stuff and we really miss the home cooked meal, this is what we turn to. Varun Bhatt. So this is the custom food that we really started right from the beginning with our children. And the reason being, the tur dal has the protein, the basmati rice has the carbs, and together they make complete protein. And of course, adding the hing to it gets the gassiness off the tur dal, which lentils normally tend to cause. And then you have the turmeric, and you should pronounce it turmeric, not turmeric like a lot of people do. So it's turmeric, and this has very anti-inflammatory properties and stuff like that, so it helps you digest the food and it's good for you. And a little bit of salt to taste. That's all the ingredients you need. Okay, so let's get started. The only equipment you really need is a pressure cooker, and I have a small one here. And then this is the half a cup of dal, tur dal, Toovar. And then I have 1 cup of basmati rice, and both of which you need to really rinse out really well because they may have some stuff on it. So at least 3 to 4 times rinsing in the water, and then put it in the pressure cooker. Then you add the hing, which is, you add about 1/4 teaspoon of hing, which prevents the gassiness of the lentils. And then also add turmeric, about 1/4 teaspoon. It's an anti-inflammatory, and you should have turmeric every day. It's pronounced turmeric, Turmeric. Don't pronounce it turmeric, because that's what I see being pronounced all over the place. It's really pronounced turmeric. And then there's the salt. Add it to your taste, whatever you like. Okay. So dive deep and squeeze that dal like so, and wash it. See how muddy the water looks? So just rinse it out up to that level and add more water, and do this at least 3 times. Notice how much clearer it is this time. Again, this way anything that's on it gets washed off. Probably by the 3rd time it should be okay. So add some water about halfway through. Okay, now it's time to wash the rice. Same thing, just put water in it. Could be warm water or cold water, and get your hands in there and just kind of squish it in your fingers and see how the water becomes cloudy. Just rinse it off and do it again at least 3 times. This is my 2nd time now. It's cloudy again. And sometimes you may need to do it more than once, but usually this is about, after you do it the 3rd time, this should be good enough. You've cleaned it all so that nothing is left on the rice. Okay, that's it. So now you're ready to cook your Varun Bhatt. Bhatt means rice, actually. So turn your heat on to about mid-high, and then make sure you have enough water in here. You may need to add just a little bit more, and then add the hing, about 1/4 teaspoon of hing. And I just eyeball it. And then about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, or we call it halad. That's all you need, okay? And then I also add enough salt, usually about, and it likes a lot of salt, so about 1 teaspoonful of salt. But according to your taste, you can always add more later. Then you close this and let the whistles for 6 whistles is what you need to keep this for. Okay, now I just put this pressure cooker on the smaller burner because that's all of the burner that I need. And then I put this rice here. You can cook it in a small slow cooker if you want, or Instapot if you have it, or right on the heating element that I have here. Put in about 1.5 cups of water. So if you have 1 cup of rice, you put 1.5 cups of water, and then let it boil. Okay, so here's the rice, almost done. I put it on mid-low and put a cover on it so that it will cook properly. And here is the water. It's on the 5th whistle at this point. We just need 1 more whistle and it'll be done. All right, your turn. Come on. There we go. All done. Turn off. Okay, so all you have to do is take this rice and just stir it around a little bit and make sure it's done. The way to check that is you take one of these things and squeeze it between your fingers. And this one looks like it needs a little bit more cooking. If you like it a little al dente, then it is al dente. But if you like it a little bit more cooked, you can cook it a little bit longer. Just add a little bit of water and keep on there for just a little bit longer. Turn this back on. Another minute or 2 and it'll be done. Okay. Ready? All right, so if you want your pressure cooker to be cooled down a lot faster than it usually does, which you have to wait forever, put it in the sink and put cool water on top of this, and it'll cool it down, and the pressure, you'll be able to open it a lot sooner. Okay, you hear that? And it's okay to open. Maybe a little bit longer. Keep it cooling. Make sure there's no whistle anymore. You can take that off. Then I should be able to take it off. There we are. It's already cooked and ready to eat. So let's bring it back over here. Let's see if the rice is done. This will be it's done. Turn this off. Take a little bit of rice, put it in your bowl, like so. And this lentils is all ready. You just need to stir it and put it right on top. Look at that color. This is from the turmeric. You know it's working for you. I like to put a little extra in there myself. Then we come over here, and I found that adding a little bit of lemon juice and ghee. Now ghee is butter clarified, which means you cook the butter for a while, and it takes all the saturated fat that comes on the top, you throw it away, and you use this ghee. Now this is very good digesting food that you have. It helps you digest the food. And lemon juice, adding it right to it, also will give you the vitamin C you need. Be sure to take the seeds out. And then just stir this and you are ready to eat. A hot meal, satisfactory, and comfort food. Now, a little story I wanted to tell you. My husband and I used to work really late in New Jersey, and we'd be going back and forth and eating outside food all the time. So when we came home, the only thing we wanted to eat was Varun Bhatt. And take a taste. Here's comfort food.
I remember coming home many days after a hard day of school and coming home to this. It was always a warm comfort in many, many times.